Have you ever heard the expression, the way you do anything is the way you do everything? I like that expression, but it also makes me a little uncomfortable. And I've been thinking about it specifically in the way it applies to the situation we're right now, sheltering in place. Because the way we do things now, in some ways, is the way we've always done things. And maybe some of our discomfort and maybe some of those patterns that we're seeing that we don't like, or even the bumps we have with the people who share our house with us. All of those things have always been there. But back in the day, when we had the ability to go to work and to go to school and all of these things, there was just enough diversity. There was enough space. There was enough other activities that we didn't notice those patterns and those habits as much. Sheltering in place or coronavirus or the environment that we're in is like a giant magnifying glass, and it's just magnifying all of those patterns that have always been there. The way you do anything is the way you do everything. So for example, I notice in my relationship with my life partner, we bump into each other a little bit more. Not physically, but just energetically. We have a little bit more of those bumps along the road. It's not that they were never there. It's, even the underlying patterns have always been there. It's just that when we went to work and went our separate ways, we had more space, it didn't matter. But now we're living together and there's no outlet. It's like the magnifying glass, like the pressure cooker. I talked last time about mindset. And mindset absolutely applies here too. Because what do you do with that? Do you spend all your time wishing for this to go away so that the intensity of those little interactions diminishes because you've got so much more going on in your life? Or do you look at this as an opportunity? And I like to look at it as an opportunity to say, if the way I do anything is the way I do everything, then this is like the magnifying glass that we're in right now is an opportunity for me to look at where are the ways in which I am not being my best person. I'm not being my best self because I can see those things more clearly now. So for example, in my patience, in my slowing down to make eye contact and connect with my family members rather than going from task to task to task, which I can do. So just little lessons like that I notice in myself because we're here all together all the time. And it's a great opportunity to notice those things and start to make a shift. So if you apply that to your life, if the way you do anything is the way you do everything, what are some of the patterns that you notice in your life? And what might you want to shift that's going to set you up for success, not just during this time when we're all at home, but as we go out into the world again?